in 10 seconds. Starting with our bicep curl for 15 seconds, then getting into our tricep extension. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So you can either pick to do the hammer curl or the bicep curl. Either way, we're focusing on getting our hands up to the shoulder. When we get to the bottom, I want you flexing your tricep. So up. Now, let's go into our tricep extension. Little hinge at the hips. This is how fast we'll be going today for all the rounds. With this one, you're gonna bicep curl back to the shoulder and then extend away. Good. Right back into our bicep curl. So with the bicep curl, we can even work a little bit of the tricep. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna really extend at the bottom. That way we get a full stretch in the bicep. Come all the way back up, extend all the way down. Now hinge at the hips, right into our tricep extension. So I want you guys to see how these two exercises flow right into each other. Even though we're focusing on triceps right now, we can use what we learned from the bicep curl to help us out. Back to the bicep curl. We're focusing on the bicep here, but we're extending the tricep to get the most out of the bicep, right? Coming all the way up, extend all the way down, flex the tricep, right back up, focusing on the bicep. Back into our tricep extension. Same thing, focus is now on the tricep, but it's the same exact motion that we've been working, right? So the only thing we changed is how we are approaching it. Back to the bicep. Bicep, now we're standing straight up tall. If you're doing the hammer curl, trying to bring your thumbs to your shoulder. If you're going regular bicep curl, palms are facing up, pinky to the outside of the shoulder. Good, tricep extension, here we go. So this is round number 4. We've got one more round coming up after this. So extend out and away, almost like you're skiing, like a skier would ski and finish in this position. Good. Right into our bicep curl. Finishing here. This is round number 5, bicep curl. Trying to get some, either the thumb or the pinky, some finger up to the shoulder. Hinge at the hips, finishing with our tricep extension. Trying to get our arms parallel to the ground. Arms parallel to the ground if we can. Good, perfect. Finishing here in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. So you can see with the antagonistic muscles, same motion, just a little bit different on the emphasis. Now we're gonna move into superset 2. If you need a little bit of water, go ahead and grab a little bit of water. I'm gonna go over the 2 exercises for superset 2 one more time. First one is our chest press. We're keeping the dumbbells placed together, pushing out and away from us. Remember, we're not allowing our back to go back away from the dumbbells. We're trying to stay in this position. So we have to use a little bit of our core as the dumbbells get out away from us. You can go ahead back onto a wall if you're having any trouble with any of those motions. And then we're gonna go into our row. So with the row, we just hinge at the hips and we're doing the opposite motion. We're pulling in, focus on pulling in, and then we can even push out, pull in. A little bit of a small detail here is that if you can, what we want to do is we want to kind of come into this crescent shape. So watch my elbow and watch my hands. I'm kind of allowing the dumbbells to come out in front of me, and then I'm pulling up and back. Instead of straight up and down, it's a small little curved path, almost like a crescent shape. So we're not allowing the dumbbells to just roll forward. We're moving them a little bit in front of our shoulder to start, and then pulling back and up. So just small things that you can work on today. It's still pulling from the elbow, but it's not a straight up and down path. It's a little bit of a curve here. So you can try that out. If it's a little bit too much to focus on today, you can just do it how you've been doing it. It's a small detail, but it might help to engage your back a little bit more if you've been having trouble. All right, enough from me. We'll start here in 10 seconds. So we've got our chest press into our row. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Chest press. Keeping the dumbbells pushed together. Trying to push the dumbbells away from us. Good, pull them back in. Good. Focus on that pulling motion for the row now. Here we go. Hinging at the hips. Now we're rowing it up. Rowing it up. Good. So, good. Perfect. I won't say anything. You guys are doing great. Good. Into our chest press. Here we go. Chest press. Sometimes I feel like I say too much. It just confuses us. So I'll just stop whatever I was gonna say. We're doing great. Chest press. Keeping those dumbbells pushed together. Now we're moving into our row. Right into our row. Trying to get our elbows to touch behind our back. That's what you're focusing on to really engage the back muscles here. See if you can get the elbows to touch. Back to our chest press, here we go. If you're not feeling it in the chest, open up the palms. Palms are facing straight up and down. And you're going into the Sven press. So this is just a little alternative. It really focuses on the chest here. Back into our row, back into our row. If you've been using neutral grip for the row, what you can try now is opening up those palms. Same thing, you can try that variation of the row. So now the palms are facing up and rowing. Then back to our chest press, 15 seconds, round number 4. Remember the variation you can try is to have the palms facing up. Feel a lot more in the chest here, but if you're feeling it in the chest just from our regular grip, keep doing it. Back to our row, 15 seconds. And I want everyone to try this open palm row here. So the palms are facing up like a bicep curl, like you're gonna bicep curl. Keep your palms like that and then row. Good. Back to our chest press. We'll try that row one more time. See how it feels for everyone. Should be feeling it a little bit more when we open up our palms there, which is good. 3, 2, 1, right into our row. Row it up, so that bicep curl grip, right? Good, bicep curl grip, good. And same motion with our row. Rowing up and down, good. Finishing here in 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. Did you guys feel it a little bit more when we opened up our palms here and started to row? No? Little bit? Okay. So we'll work on small things so we can start to feel it even more. Superset number 3 now. We're gonna move into superset number 3. Superset 3. Yes, Karen.
I don't think you ever say too much. You're always really good about reminding us what to focus on.
Awesome, thank you. I think I was gonna say something. I was about to say something. I think it would have confused us, but I'm glad that you guys like the cues and enjoy them. Thank you for that.
It's the detail.
Attention to detail.
We love it.
Totally love it.
Thank you guys, thank you guys. Oh, you guys are making me blush. All right, let's move into superset 3. Superset 3 is gonna be our shoulders. So remember, shoulder press, pressing up overhead, and then into our lateral raise. Hands are a little bit in front. We're focusing mainly on this medial deltoid here, on the side here, and obviously get a little bit of the front and the back, all right? With the shoulder press, one thing you can do is you can have a little rotation if you'd like. You can rotate and punch up into the air, or you can just go into our regular shoulder press that we've done, just keeping it static here. And then if you can't press up overhead, you're going into your external rotations and then going into the lateral raise, all right? So here we go, starting in 10 seconds. We've got 15 and 15 for 5 rounds, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Shoulder press, 15 seconds. And while we're standing here, I want everyone to try to squeeze their glutes. All right, so you're pinching a penny, squeezing your glutes. We want to try to engage the glutes here, relieve the lower back, and then into our lateral raise. Same thing, let's try to keep the glutes squeezed, pinching a penny, relieving the lower back as we go into our shoulder movements. Hands are a little bit in front, focus on pulling at the elbow. Back into our shoulder press. Shoulder press, keep the glutes squeezed. Good. And halfway done. Good. Moving into our lateral raise. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Round number 2, part number 2, lateral raise. Keeping the glutes squeezed. Focusing on the side of our shoulders here. Back to our shoulder press. pushing up. I want you to make sure your ribs stay right over your hips. So if you feel like you're overextending like this, remember, squeeze the glutes, keep the ribs over your hips. Right into our lateral raise. Should look the same. If you feel like you're extending out like this, you can either put the weights down and try to get back into this position. Back into our shoulder press. I think I was gonna say something else, but I didn't. Back into our shoulder press. I think I maybe forgot what I was gonna say. If I think of it, I'll let you know. Shoulder press, keeping the glutes squeezed here. Keep the glutes squeezed. Dumbbell lateral raise. Round number 4, going into round number 5 next. Squeeze the glutes, pinch the penny in between your 2 gluteal muscles. Good. Keep that squeezed right into our shoulder press. As we press up, don't let the shoulders rise up and touch your ears. Keep the shoulders away from your ears. You don't have to keep them all the way down, just make sure they don't come all the way up. Lateral raise, here we go. Finish strong. I'm not even using any weight, so if you need to put the weight down, you can put the weight down. I'm feeling it even just using my body weight here. So put the weight down if you need to, no worries. Finishing 3, 2, 1, and done. Great job, everybody. Done with our upper body.